What's up, everybody? I am Manga Review Ghost, the ghost that enjoys mangas, and today we're reviewing Naruto Chapter 615. The last chapter ended with Neji dying by blocking some of the flying wooden things from the Jubi, and let me just say, a long time ago, I used to think that Captain Yamato was really cool in a novel because, he had the wood style, which was really rare. And at this point, I'm wondering if there's anyone left in the story that doesn't have wood style. Even the monsters are using wood style now. I've had about enough of wood style. But anyway, so Neji gets killed blocking these flying splinters of wood from Naruto, which is a little strange considering that one of his specialties is blocking flying objects with his Spinneroo magic. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, by the way. My translation might be wrong. My theory is that he actually got killed on purpose just because he hasn't had a line since part 1 of the series. But anyway, he died a very heartwarming and touching death and said some inspiring things to Naruto, which was really fantastic. So we start out with Naruto standing over Neji, and Obito is taunting him and saying, "Hey, what happened? I thought you were going to protect your friends. Look around." And he does look around, and there's people dead and bloody all over the place. And Obito's basically saying, hey, no matter how hard you try, or how strong your conviction is, the world is still going to suck no matter what you do. Which is one thing I kind of like about Naruto. Sometimes the villains have semi-valid points, even if they are a bastard. But then Hinata starts to talk to Naruto and says something or other like, what dying really is giving up, so don't give up, because then you're really letting your friends die. It kind of reminds me of a Christmas special. Like, I'm just imagining someone talking to Naruto about Santa, and so maybe Santa isn't actually real, but the spirit of Christmas lives inside all of us right here. That's very deep. So Obito starts to charge up a Jubi bomb against the advice of Madara, who seems worried that the Jubi is going to get injured, which I'm not sure why he's worried, because it's pretty much kicked everyone's asses so far. But anyway, so he starts to charge it up, and B makes a comeback with the 8 tails and flies into his mouth and counter-strikes it with his own bomb, which I assume is supposed to be a weak point because he flies into his mouth and blows up inside of him or something. We don't really get to see what happens with it other than he makes a big explosion, which is pretty much the only action in the chapter, which is fine, because I wouldn't say it was a non-eventful chapter, though, just because it's a pretty major part of the storyline that I guess, it's seeming more like Naruto and Hinata are a couple, which is kind of a big deal, and they run into battle with holding hands, which seems like it would be kind of a big handicap to me. I mean, I am not a ninja, so I've never really tried it, but it seems like it would increase the level of difficulty quite a bit. At this point, I really have no idea what's going to happen with Obito. He's just a very confusing and inconsistent villain. Like, a lot of his plans and the thing that he does just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and he's really confusing. So I don't know, maybe he'll end up going Nagato and be like, wow, this kid, he just really doesn't give up, that's really something, and then, have an unexpected change of heart. Who knows? It's a little easier to predict what might happen with Madara. Like, they keep making a big deal about how he's only vulnerable to physical attacks, so it would be pretty easy to see like Guy and Rock Lee using their Gate of Death on him to take him out or something. And it'll be interesting to see what happens if they lose control of the Jubi too, because everyone seems to assume that it's going to go on a rampage, but we really don't know that because Naruto was kind of like buds with all of them before they got sucked back into the Geromazo, so that's not really guaranteed to happen. Thanks for checking out my video review. I'll be making more of them, so be sure and come back and check it out. And I hope you all had a good holidays.